Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial on how to build a PC. First, we will look at the components needed, and then we will jump right into the build. For the motherboard, I have a Z170-A. For the discrete CPU, I have the Asus GeForce GTX 970. For the CPU, I have the Intel i7-6700K. For the RAM, I have a Corsair Vengeance DDR4 16GB. For the main storage, I have the Samsung 850 Pro SSD. For the CPU cooling, I have a Corsair Hydro Series H80i GT. This is a liquid cooling solution. And for the power supply, I have the EVGA 550 watt Supernova Gold power supply. So you will need at least these components if you are planning to build a gaming PC. If you need more information on the different components I have, you can check out my links below, the other videos I have on my channel, and they will go over the overview of these different components. Now when you plan on building a PC, you will need to decide on the CPU architecture. That will decide on the other components you will need. There are two choices. You can either have the Intel or the AMD. Now the Intel processors tend to be faster, but they are more expensive. So if you want to be economical, you can go with the AMD processors, but if you need the speed, you will need to go with the Intel processors. So once you choose the Intel processors like I have here, the Core i7, this is the latest Intel Skylake processor. It is rated at 4 GHz per second. And it can go up to 4.2 GHz on turbo mode. So once you select the CPU, you can then, based on the socket type and the chipset, decide on the motherboard that you need to get. So with this Core i7, I got the Z170 from Asus. This is an LGA 1151 and it is chipset Z170. So once you decide on the CPU, that decides the motherboard, and based on the motherboard then you will need to find from the manufacturer what the power supply requirements are and the kind of RAM it supports. Now this motherboard only supports DDR4 RAM, which is what I have for the Corsair. And then you also need to find out if your motherboard supports SSD drives and if it has slots for discrete CPUs. Most modern motherboards already have graphics, integrated graphics units built into them for your daily tasks. So this is how you choose the architecture, and that will decide on the other components. And again, if you need more info on these components that I have them in my channel as other videos where I'll go over the overview and the details of these components. Thanks.